this episode, we have the one, only King, Bobby Green. We're going to talk to him all things Bobby Green or the King. We're going to talk about the Armenian scuffle, of course. What's next for the 48 pro fight legend of the sport, an OG. Let's get into it. Boom.
Let's go.
Hell yeah. Well, right out the gate, we were just talking off camera. Both you just fought Tony and Ramsey has fought Tony. I was giving, do you agree it was good advice that Ramsey got his ass whipped by Tony? I was telling him he should have had more head movement. Do you agree with that? I mean, Bobby.
The head movement.
Yeah, you know, for me, if I was in that fight, I would have just given a little to the right, and then what you want to do is you want to twist with the hip.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I was watching.
That's what I'm telling
A
you.
little twist. You know, I got all these homies that they like. All right, I'll get like at least 40 different people, right? And they all give me their game plan of how to do the fight. I know you get this too. Like, I bet you text you and he'll be like, bro, trust me, I'll watch this fight.
Dude, I got vision.
Just go in there
I got
like this.
vision, I'm telling you.
Just go for his legs, and he come and you won't be able to stop.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
you know?
just too
Why
tight.
don't you just take him down?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, fuck.
I never thought of that.
Idea.
This
Just
is the
take
cool
him
part.
down.
So this is the cool part, though. And so I get 40 messages from 40 different people telling me 40 different things. And then I guess one of them will be something that I actually did. I told you. I told you.
They're just shooting.
I told him that.
They're just shotgun blasting and trying to get something right.
I remember, Bobby, we were out drinking that one night, and I was showing you elbow him in the
Yeah, I
face.
told
boy.
you. Remember I told you that?
Let me get that.
Drop the elbow, and I'm telling you, he's gonna quit.
Let me get that
Best-
10% commission now.
Dude, okay, the best literal advice I've ever had was here in Vegas. I'm driving in a cab, and the guy goes, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "We're fighting." He goes, "Elbow the guy right here." And I was like, "All right." Yeah. He's like, "No, everyone thinks you're gonna elbow it here, but elbow in the neck, and you'll completely deter the guy." And this is actually before I fought Tony, and I was like, "Okay, great."
I tried it.
Yeah. My mom shows up, and my mom's like, "I had the craziest cab driver. He was just telling me tell you to elbow the guy right
Same
here."
cab driver.
Same cab driver. And then my coach got him too. Or no, Court did.
Yeah.
And Court was like, "Dude, I had the weirdest cab driver telling me to elbow people right here." I was
This
like,
guy's just signing up to do it.
Fucking stuck on that shit, apparently.
and he was like waiting out front. Like, I'm gonna get a
If somebody does it,
That
dude.
reminds me of those pressure point guys. I'm like a karate expert.
Okay, but hold on. Hey, hold on.
No,
Pressure
you don't
points is
wanna go
real,
with
though.
me.
Pressure points is real. The thing is,
Get the fuck out of here.
here's the
with
thing:
this
is
shit.
I learned a lot from Steven Seagal.
Oh, yeah.
If you've ever studied, if you ever
You
watched
know?
his stuff,
These guys like, back up. I don't even play fight. I might kill someone.
Yeah, the thing is,
You
I-
know?
the
I just
truth-
hit you in 3 points and you're dead. And like, oh, God,
the truth is, I do see red when I'm fighting.
Yeah,
which is a big deterrent for a lot of people. They just realize, oh, I'm built different.
You want to tell the King what
Super
happened when you got
pressure
punched
point
one
in.
time?
Who punched me?
Me.
You punched me?
Remember when I punched you for real when we were in a real fight?
When?
When you spit your nails on my mat and I
Okay,
punched.
so here's a question. Here's a
and
real
he
question.
started crying.
If somebody
bro.
tells you right now, because we were about to do jujitsu and I had to, my nails were too long, right? So what do you do in that moment? You start biting your nails, right?
Okay.
Right, but there's nowhere to put them, so I was putting them on the ground over by the side, and he gets mad at me. Would you get mad at somebody for that? No, see, he's overreacting.
It's some
On the
dirty
mat.
shit. It is some dirty
And
shit.
then, like, King, I went like this. I was like, bro, seriously?
On the mat?
Yeah, on the mat. I'm like, bro, stop spitting on the
He
mat.
made it seem like he was spitting on the off
It
to
wasn't on the
Like
side.
this, the last one, he goes, spits on me. And I was like, boom, hit him with a left hook. And he was like,
Oh, bullshit! I didn't. Yeah, right. I said, dude, what the hell? Let's train then, whatever. But did you ever have a coach? So Ramsey's my coach, right? We'll roll.
no, don't put my fingerprints
Yeah.
on that, man.
For me, I represent the Pit SLC.
No, you don't.
But have you ever had a coach actually hit you for getting mad at you or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'm in the same category as Bobby.
There's some times where you kind of like get a little bit like
A little bit too full of yourself.
like you're going with these guys and like, let me show you what I mean. Do this more. And they tried and then they get hit. Oh, and they get hit and they're like, never mind. They go sit down.
Yeah.
It's like sit there with a red face, like, all right, it wasn't exactly as I thought it was
Yeah.
on the outside. You know, being in there is a whole another animal.
Big time.
It is. And that's actually like one thing like we were talking about before we started. Someone like Kyle, I mean, we might have a fight like him, a Foxcatcher character, like another rich dude that we're going to match them up just so they can experience it. But like, he's never been in one. he doesn't understand what kind of animal it really is. You know, like when you're walking out there, what is like going through your head? And
I kind of try to explain it like, do you like roller coasters?
yeah, I love roller coasters.
Okay, I absolutely hate them.
Oh yeah,
I hate that shit. Like my brother, he had us going to the military. He went to the military, and he was back on like his leave, and it was his last day, and so he got us tickets to go to Six Flags.
Yeah,
And
Magic
he
Mountain.
Fucking all
I
that shit.
love that Six Flags Magic
Hated it,
Mountain.
bro, and I cussed him out every ride. Every ride I went on, I was cussing. But the point I'm getting to is like fighting to me is like a roller coaster. I absolutely hate it. But you ever been on Goliath? I want to say
Yeah,
this?
Goliath.
Yeah,
That's the big
yeah.
one there.
Is Goliath that big one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's when I don't remember, but it's been a while. But it's slow, like the slow ticking, like tick, 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 and it's slowly coming up, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, why did I do this, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I start breathing all hard, you know? I start getting ready to cuss, and as you coming up to that top, well, that's what fighting is like to me.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, oh, you signed the fight, and you signed the dotted line, you're like, all right, cool. But then, like, I was high when I did that, you know? I was so smoked out, and I was like, now it's settling in, like, oh, shit, you know? This shit's starting to settle in a little bit more. Now, like, that heart starts beating a little bit, but it's not beating, but it's like, doop.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But then, like I said, as this ride starts going up higher, that motherfucker gets faster and faster. So then as you do the face off, it's like, okay, now it's official. Doop, 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 you know? It's kind of hitting like that. And then the next day you wake up, like, I don't even know sometimes if you even sleep or not, but
No,
I know guys that don't sleep because they're like, it's the night before the fight. My
Well, yeah,
head, I'm going
about,
thinking about
you
shit.
talked about it, and that's the thing
Well,
that's
I
been.
sleep pretty good like after because I cut so much weight that I'd be so tired that by the time I ate, I was just like out, you know. But the night of the weight cut, and I'm like thinking
Oh yeah,
about it.
yeah, me, bro. Both
Yeah.
days for me, bro. Both days. But yeah, the point I'm getting to is that finally you get to that point where you're getting ready to smash down this, and you're just like, holy fucking shit! All I can do is hold on and go for the ride. You know?
Well, one of the things that so we've had on a couple of fighters, and for me, I was the most casual of casual fans. You know, I love the storylines. I love when people are beefing. If it goes to the ground, they're doing jiu-jitsu, I'm like, stand them up, ref, it's boring as shit, right? I just want to see people bang.
Yeah.
But
That's what else the average American wants to see.
yeah, but what I've come to realize is I'm talking to more fighters. You see these guys up on the big screen, or you see them in these huge fights, and you almost idolize. I idolize these guys. But then as you talk to them more, it's just I'm a guy, right? It's just a guy. So you're getting so much attention now because you're Showtime. You're getting into some scuffles, but also some dirty fights. The stuff you've done. How's it been for you? Who I'm sure when you're walking around, you're like, I'm just some guy, but people are mobbing you and saying Bobby Green. And how is it for you and having a family?
Like hitting this next level of like stardom.
Because you're a father of 3, I'm sure it's scary for you. You know what I mean?
Scary? What you mean by scary?
Meaning you don't want.
Scared?
No. Hey, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on,
Bob, dude.
Yeah, first one. Scary?
Yeah,
What you
Bob-
mean scary?
King ain't scared of shit.
I'm sure it's new and novel for you. It's like, how do I navigate this? Because your whole
Casuals always scared.
life, you've spent your whole life learning how to be a great fighter, but now you're also having to learn how to navigate being
a father.
Yeah.
You know, and I never had a dad, I was raised in foster care. My mom gave me away to drugs. My dad was in prison most of my growing upbringing. And so I did it like, to answer your question, I would say trial and error.
Yeah.
It's trial and error with this shit. Like, we don't know. We from San Bernardino. We ain't had moms and dads like that. We had to figure this shit out ourselves. And as we're figuring it out, it's like, oh, I fucked up that. I won't do that again. No, I'm going to try not to do that. Or maybe I tried it one more time and, it didn't go again.
Yeah.
All right, now I better try something new.
Yeah.
Trial and error. And so I'm doing the best I can. The best I can for my kids. The best results and the best outcomes, and that's all I can ask for. I did my best when it comes to that.
I've always, and breaking generational traumas, that's amazing. I've always wondered, though, how old is your oldest?
My oldest is 15.
So is it a boy or girl?
Boy.
So does he watch you fight, and is it like for me, if I was a fighter, I'd have a tough time having my kid watch me because I don't want my kid to see me get knocked out or anything like that. What's your philosophies on kids watching their?
I call them right away after the fight. I call them right away.
But they're not allowed to
Especially
watch?
if it's been a bad outcome.
Yeah.
Just so they know. But no, they'll watch on their
Yeah, yeah.
own. Like their parents throw little fight parties and stuff, and
Oh, fun.
they'll be watching and stuff, and they'll sit themselves. But I'm more so like, I try to explain to them like this shit just like football. You saw we were watching the 49er game, like, cause we're all little 49er fans, and my son will see the team losing and see grandpa be mad and whoop whoop. It's just like a football game. There's wins and losses with this. I'm not really focused on things, just focused on the outcomes. The outcomes was, hey, I was supposed to get this and this done this year. Hey, I was able to do this and this. And those was the most important. The outcomes are gonna be what it's gonna be. You can't change wins and losses. You do all you can do is the best you can.
Yeah.
You know? And so it is what it is.
What was it like for you, Ramsey? I mean, you were dating Whit at the time. Your now wife. At the time, would she come watch the fights? How was it like having a loved one watch you?
She wasn't a big fan of watching it, I think, but it would be the same thing. Like, she would be so worried about it. And then as long as I called her afterwards, I'd be beat up or whatever. I'm like, it looks way worse than it is. And like, even your last knockout, like, everyone's like, oh my God.
Okay,
like, that was fucked up.
That was a
really quick.
late stoppage, huh?
But the girl situation, I don't know about you, but I'm superstitious.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so
She's not allowed to come?
Yeah. I've never had a girl be there. For that reason is that I always feel that way. Like, since my wrestling days, my coach would be like, hey, like, no girls. Like, we'd have like a girlfriend on the stat girl.
Yeah.
She'd take your little stats.
Yeah, the manager.
We can talk to them, no hand.
Is it a true rule that you're not allowed to have empty balls when you go into a fight? You're not allowed, because Tyson wouldn't have sex the night before the fight.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would perform the best after.
Yeah, who knows, man? I mean, you might die. I was like, I'm getting this nut out.
Me personally, I do my best training right after I bust it.
Yeah, me too, bro. I'm calm. Like, when I'm all too tense, but after a nice butt. And I used to believe that until the movie 300. Remember that? And he bangs his wife and goes and puts on a great battle. So I was like,
dude, that's crazy.
Bullshit.
So I don't know about you, but that's where, for me, like, my girl's there, it's gonna make me soft, Like,
dude, I've got.
Don't get me wrong. There's two sides. One side is like, you don't want to lose in front of your girl.
Yeah.
The second side of you is like, oh, baby, I'm gonna be there after the fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I got you. I'm gonna see you.
No matter what
we're gonna
happens,
go for dinner.
I
We're gonna
love
do this.
you.
We're gonna do
That
this.
person loves
Yeah.
you.
I mean,
Yeah.
suck no matter what.
Yeah.
No,
And all she can see you with this love shit right now.
Yeah.
Like, oh, baby, I just love you so much. Just do your thing. I'm like, man, right now, not right now.
Yeah, I always felt like if it's a very positive relationship, you don't want them there at the fight. But
It's toxic.
yeah,
Like,
I mean, I might have had a toxic relationship before, and I was like, it would fire you up more. So who knows? I was like, if it's a healthy relationship, maybe leave her at home. But I coach high school wrestling, and it's kind of the same thing. Like, but it's different now because boys and girls are all on the same team, and they and it's all like competitive. So I'm like trying to keep the girls in the front of the bus. Boys, I'm like, dude, it's time to get focused. It's time to go to war. Like,
focus, brother.
Yeah, focus, brother.
Focus on your training.
Going as a kid, all you can think about is
but you
first
need a
time you
little
get to
bit.
crack something. That's all you're thinking about.
Get that north-south position real quick.
But I'm not gonna lie though, you need a little bit. Like, when you're in high school and they bring the cheerleaders there, it's like two horses the way they get them to fight.
Yeah,
they
gonna
bring a
bump
mare.
over. They gonna
Okay,
bump over.
let's have Ramsey stop talking about high school kids for a minute.
Yeah, and horses.
All right. Dude, one of the things that is crazy is the sheer number of fights you've been in. 48 professional fights, right? And you went July, October, and then you just fought. Why?
That was 5 fights in 12 months.
What gets you go?
Dude.
What's your I mean, aside from getting paid, it's awesome, but what people don't do that. Why are you doing that?
Because people don't do that.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
know?
That's
There
deep.
we go. That's deep.
Because
Yeah.
people don't do that. And
It's like Goggins shit.
I remember looking at what was his name? This motherfucker used to be crazy. I want to say Chris Leben. There we go.
There you go.
There we go. Shout out to you, G.
Shout
Put that
out
in for
whoever
me,
got that. You're the
Chris
man.
Leben, yeah.
Because me
So it's
and
Chris
Leben
Leben.
were had the same management, and I remember when he did that back to back, I was like asking my manager, like, man, why did you do that? He's like, because he just made a couple $1 million, and I was like, oh shit, I'll fight back to back. Yeah.
Bro. And that's the first thing I was thinking. I was like, he fought last time.
Well, it's just your name is always in the news cycle now.
Yeah.
You're July, October, and then just a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Well, and then some
you get-
news cycle for fighting some Armenians, you know. What was all that? You know, I saw he came up to you.
Is Arman, right?
Yeah.
Arman?
bro. Man, like I've been dealing
You were
with
minding
so
your
much
own damn
bullshit,
business. You were
bro.
chilling.
I'm fighting with Armenians and shit behind this shit. Like, I come in like 500 deep, you know what I mean? Fuck 300, this is 500, you know? They've been coming after me like, fuck you, fuck your mother, you know? Your mother beats you, you know? They've been just on my fucking head.
Insults like, fuck you, your mom.
Yeah, fuck your mother beats you, you know? And I'm like, God damn, they're on my fucking head. And some shit that I didn't even start really. Like, okay, right now we're on a setting where you get to ask me my opinions. Y'all brought me here to ask me about what the fuck I think.
Hell yeah.
So I would think I would have to answer those questions, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I could say, oh, no comment, but that's not doing your fucking job. You bring me here to get a fucking interview.
Exactly.
So when I get interviewed about him, that Arman dude, I just thought he was boring. I didn't know that was such a big fucking deal. Whoop de fucking do. You know? And so I'm like, bruh, like, and so I don't know that he tripping about it yet. I don't know.
Yeah.
So like I got interviewed by the Schmo dude.
Oh, yeah.
Schmo
Dude, I told
and
you
I'm
about
like,
the
bro,
Schmo. He
it's
was up there
fucking
knuckling.
boring. Like, my thing is, up into this last fight, he had never had not one
Finish.
performance bonus, any of those bonuses. So that means that you're not an exciting fighter. Because you can have some finishes. He had quite a few finishes. But you don't got no performance bonus or no fight of the night.
Yeah.
It means that something else is missing there from the ingredient.
You don't have that X factor.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
so that's all I was saying was like, yeah, he's dope. Like, he's good, but he just don't got that, you know?
You know, to be honest, if he does any amount of grappling, it's boring.
That's what I'm saying.
We've decided that,
Man,
bro.
you love wrestling. You're preaching to the choir,
We're
man.
wrestlers,
Yeah.
bro. And so, but even then, we know what dope wrestling is
Yeah.
when you snatch a single up, you dump them, you know? Oh, okay, that was
Like
sick.
DC, bro. You watch
Yeah,
DC
DC's
wrestle?
wrestling was dope.
Yeah, it was
At
fun
least
to
it's
watch.
exciting to watch, you know?
Khabib, I mean, he's fun to watch.
Khabib done
yeah.
some cool stuff.
Yeah.
Khabib was kind of snoring, but
Boring.
and then
Yeah.
he started kind of having exciting finishes toward the end.
Yeah.
when he's fighting Gaethje.
You know who's
when he's fighting-
who's exciting with the wrestling is Bo Nickel. He's exciting. He's
Yeah.
dumping people.
Bo
I like
Nichols
Bo, I like
exciting,
Bo, I like
yeah.
Bo. He's
Yeah,
dope.
But like we've already determined that jiu-jitsu doesn't work because look what
Yeah.
happened to Benil.
Yeah, we
Benil
talked
caught
about
an
that
ass
last
whooping.
week about jiu-jitsu.
He got picked up and dumped.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
And so I was just basically telling him that he was boring, and so I don't know what's going on. I get woken up. I haven't been trouble sleeping. I'm in Texas time, whatever. I come down, start doing my interviews. Blah, 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 blah. Interviews all done. Get them all done. I'm on my last one. It's a phone interview. So I'm kind of talking on the phone. I'm like tired and shit. I'm like this, you know, just talking. And then, you know, like I just start feeling something. I look, and I see his feet walking up, you know? And I'm like, but I'm on the interview, so talking, I'm not paying attention. Then he's like, he said something to me. I look up now. And now I'm like, oh, he said something to me, you know? So I got caught with my pants down. Everybody's like, I'll explain it in a second. So
He kept
then he's
slipping.
Like, you talking shit? You talking shit? Oh, shit. So I hop up real quick like, oh, shit, it's time, you know? It's go time. And so in my head, I'm thinking, you ever seen the moment with Artem?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And the rest
Yeah,
run
yeah.
up on him?
I was
Yeah,
thinking the
slapped him.
same thing. yeah.
They ran up on him real thick.
they slapped him.
Yeah, and they
Awesome.
slapped his ass and bitched him out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this ain't
Can't
gonna
go
be one
down
of those
there.
moments.
Connor's
Y'all
not
know
going to come
if
throw a
bitch
dollar
me
for
out,
me.
you
And I do
know?
it.
And have one of the moments is, I didn't know that these motherfuckers were recording this shit. I didn't see the camera, but it was staged. You came 7 deep because on the paperwork it says bring you plus 1 coach.
Yeah.
So I brought my old man coach. He's almost 60. He's on the phone down the hallway.
Putting on Ben
They just be
Gangster's
by
trying to-
myself, you know? And they're like, oh, it's time to get him. Like, I think they planned this shit. I'm like, I told you, see, how'd y'all let him come here 7 deep? Like, let me bring all my homies in here next time.
Yeah.
And we have some shit, you know? But anyway, back to the point. So when he rushed on me, he already like, oh, my shit. He's just already right here. So I'm like, oh, fuck. I already let him get too close.
Yeah.
I already let him
Chill, I
get too
can't let
close.
you get close.
And he above me, so I'm like, got his nuts in my face and shit. So I'm like, oh, fuck. I get up real quick, like all right, what's up? And so I tell him, like, because first of all, we already got a language barrier.
Yeah.
A language barrier. And I know from dealing with foreigners that when I start talking that nigga shit,
Yeah.
when I get to, hey, hold on, motherfucker, what the? You even understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Barry? You
yeah,
can barely
yeah.
understand what I'm saying now.
So it's like
he
Chinese
really
and
ain't
Greek.
gonna understand what I'm saying. You feel me? So I'm like, all right, we're not gonna do too much talking.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, get down. Get down. What's up? Get down. You know? And he didn't do nothing. I'm like, because I see all 7. I'm like, I'm still gonna get down with all of them there.
Yeah.
Even if I gotta get my lickings and get stumped out, I'm gonna fight.
They're not gonna catch you. Just
I'm gonna fight. You know, I'm gonna fight, bro.
Well, I mean,
So-
Artem looked like such a bitch when that happened. You know, you're like, at least go down.
And
swing.
Connor had to come throw the dolly through the
Yeah.
window for him.
Exactly. So it ain't finna be one of them situations. So after he didn't do nothing, I kind of like try to get him out my space. I'm like, hey, bro, back up. So I'm like back up. Like, 'cause we're not gonna fight now.
Yeah.
You want to talk. You want to do the talking shit. Well, we can just talk. Just move back some. So I tried to back him, and then he gave me a little, hey, you know, real fast. You know, oh. And so now I'm hot. But right in the middle of us is a UFC exec right here.
Yeah.
A little white guy who gave me the phone to do all the interview shit.
Yeah.
He's already trying to calm us down. Like, guys, calm down.
Guys, come on, let's
As soon
be
as they
friends.
go down, if I hit and I hit him,
hit
I'm
the
getting a
exec?
lawsuit with this shit. Yeah.
You hit the UFC
No, I
exec?
said if I do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck. So
Yeah.
I try
Don't
to-
hit the white
Don't hit the
exact
white
guy.
guy.
Yeah.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking. I hit this little white boy.
Yeah, yeah, you're going to jail, bro.
Too. He was frail. Like he gonna go.
It's like
he gonna go down like a
when
sack
Ramsey
of potatoes. You
when Ramsey
know.
was on the Ultimate Fighter, this guy tore his ACL trying to get held back by Ramsey.
Yeah, trying to break up a fight, and he tore his groin, and then he looked at me, he's like, why didn't
Ramsey,
you help? And I was like, brother, grown-ass man, let him fight, you know?
And so,
So
I
then
try to do
you-
some slick shit. I'm gonna go around this little motherfucker, you know?
Yeah.
Go around him, like I'm gonna go around and hit him. But then this black lady come, Heidi.
Oh, yeah.
Heidi's my fucking dog. Like,
Yeah.
it used to be Bert.
Yeah.
And after Bert, Heidi came. And so I was tight with Bert, and then Heidi's the new Bert. Man, we've been rocking together for years. So she
like
grabbed me like real quick.
everybody's
Bobby, grab me. And now I'm gonna, if I jerk Heidi and throw her around,
Yeah.
bro, I'm really finna feel like a dick.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
bro, she's like older.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck how mad I am.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm really gonna feel like a dick. I throw
Yeah,
a woman
you
around.
hurt
And not just a
fucker,
woman,
yeah.
one of my people,
Yeah.
you know?
And she's like the sweetest lady in
Yeah,
the world. And,
yeah,
like,
bro.
She literally do anything for any of the
So,
fighters.
yeah. So I'm like, I know what my homies is gonna say. When we
They
get
gonna
back
call you
home,
pussy.
when I'm gonna hear what they finna say, and what I call the real niggas,
Yeah.
the real niggas gonna be like, hey, you were supposed to flip a table, you were supposed
yeah.
to set some shit off,
You gotta tell me
you were
that
supposed
head
to kick, bite, and scratch,
Yeah.
you were supposed to be in there, and security was supposed to hit you up, and
It's like that
kick
Dave
shit,
Chappelle,
you know?
we're keeping it real.
Yeah, exactly. No, okay, you understand
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit.
yeah, you gotta keep
They
it
wanted
real.
to keep it real moment.
Yeah, bro, sometimes you got to, bro.
But at the same time, I'm gonna keep it a thou out with you. You gotta be, when you're in my position, you gotta be the smartest nigga at the
Careful.
motherfucking
Yeah, bro.
room.
It'll cost
And
you
you're
the
about to
moment.
get paid.
You gotta know when to move and when not to move.
Yeah.
So everybody, like, I knew all my homies gonna be saying, nigga, why you didn't hit that nigga? Why you didn't hit that? You know, I'm like,
I'm gonna cost myself
so
money.
I'm up in the hotel room. I'm sitting around. I'm boiling. I'm walking back and forth. I'm telling my coach, like, coach, because now my other boys is up there. I'm like, man, them niggas
They're
trying
like
to jump me right
firing
now,
you
bro.
up.
And I'm like, yeah. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, they trying to jump me. So I'm going back and forth. I'm like, coach, if I see them again, I show my mama I'm going in. I'm just telling him, I'm looking him dead in his eye, like, if I see them again, I'm going in. I just told him just like that. But I'm like, oh yeah, I left my suit. I gotta go get my suit. I gotta mail the suit. So we go downstairs. And as I'm getting my suit, we get a little suit from UPS. And we're heading back. It's like, so it's 4 of us, it's 4 of them. I forgot to mention, after Arman pushed me and all that little shit, it's a dude, he was wearing a black shirt in the video. He get up all like, so he the base dude out of all them. He get up and he like, what's up? Like, as security got me and Heidi got me,
Yeah.
he like, what's up? I'll beat you, what's up? And so I'm like, oh, I forgot. I remember Arman and I remember you.
Remember,
Yeah, yeah.
Them
it's
two was on the shit list.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, it's like in
him.
football, you remember their number, like, oh, I'm gonna get him.
I'm gonna get him.
Yeah, I'm
you know
gonna
what I'm
get him,
saying?
yeah.
And so when we run into all 4 of them, Arman ain't there yet.
Yeah.
Arman ain't there. But I remember that big nigga with the black shirt. Oh, so I'm looking at him tough like, and then he not making eye contact. He just
Oh,
like
no.
straight like a soldier, you know? He just looking straight like a soldier. But it's a little dude on the side of him.
Yeah,
It's the little chihuahua.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The little chihuahua to be. So he looking.
Yeah.
He keep turning back like, what's up? You know?
Yeah.
So I'm looking at this nigga like, I'm looking at him like, what's up, nigga? Like, but then he drop his bag. Like
he's
he
gonna
want to get
fight?
active.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
oh, that's it. What's up? I'm running up on him. You know?
He's grabbing
What's
his big
up?
homies.
But
Hey.
I'm with a bunch of cool niggas. Like, I'm with my coaches, really. So it's my old coach. My other coach is like 40 years old. He's Brazilian. And then it's my training partner, and he my age, and he like trying not let me fight. So if you're watching the video, I'm trying to like, man, back up. I'm trying to get them off of me.
Yeah.
Then I'm trying to swing at the same time. But my friend keeps going like this.
Like
and
getting
sticking
away.
sticking his arm in the, and fucking my punch up.
I would say, bro, watching the video, you did poke him.
I still got
fucking those 4 dudes were running away from you, and I was like, Bobby Green still got him, bro. He still got it. He went down there and poked 4 dudes.
They tried to get me.
Yeah.
I didn't start this shit. Like, I'm cool with everybody. I ain't had no issues with nobody. Like, I've been in this game for 10 years. I really don't be having no issues. We might have a little run into it with somebody or two. But for the most part, I'm a cool ass dude, bro. I don't be tripping with nobody. But then they started this shit, and I just like, I gotta finish this one.
Oh, yeah, bro.
I gotta finish this one. I know I can't go back home.
Yeah.
I can't go back home.
Make fun of you, bro.
I can't go back home with this shit,
Oh, you bitch, dude.
Fuck no,
Dude,
I would have this guy every day. Like, even I got in a little scuffle at this thing, and he's still just, this guy was just staring at me, one of my nemesis. You know when they just look at you and it just, and he was just staring at me. He fucking stopped me. And
Yeah, because he was trying to poke. He was trying to fight. I'm like, Ramsey, can you chill, bro? Damn.
I'm still mad about it, bro. You know what I mean?
yeah, bro.
I'm sure you are, right?
Yeah, so I was doing the same thing. But at the end of the day, it's like, I wasn't even gonna post anything. I wasn't gonna say anything about it. I was gonna keep it hush-hush. But I just showed the video of them, because they were over there, and I was, as I was doing a video show, who is this dude right here? I wanted to see if my people could figure out who that guy was.
Yeah.
That was the big dude in the black shirt. So the last thing is, now when I do the running up, that was one of the black guys. I'm like, no, I'm getting you. The little guy was a little guy. He was a little motherfucker. But I tried to hit the dude in the black shirt. He kind of dipped back, so I hit him a little bit. But then when I hit him, the dude on the other side tried to get me, and I gave him one. Boom. Gave him one, So I caught him. Then my homie kept getting in the middle, so I'm trying to fight the guy.
Yeah.
But the whole time, he kept on no, doing that type of stuff. And I'm not like a bully.
Yeah.
But
Please don't hurt me.
Oh, and you was talking that shit, bro.
He's like, you're like,
I just want you to back up what you were saying. Back
Keep
that
that
shit
same
up.
energy. Keep that same
so
energy.
he's running, he's sprinting. I'm like, I'm not gonna chase you around all day. And this is already, I can see the optics of this motherfucker.
One of them
I can see
ran
white
through
girls
a karate
and shit
kick, right?
White girls are looking like, we need to call the police. You see a black guy, a little bald head. You see a bald head. Is that Tupac? Hey, what's up?
I know.
So I know the optics. This shit crazy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get out here before I go to jail.
Bro, I remember there's one guy comes running over and throws a
that guy,
kick at you.
So that's what I'm saying. Their whole nature to me was weird, because when they came to me 7 deep, I got the impression if it go down, they all gonna get down. And then as we separated, they were talking shit they're gonna get down. But when it actually came down to getting down with that shit, serious shit, not no referee that's got a horse in the cage, and no, some real serious street shit. They had a totally different nature. They was running and shit, So that last guy, right? So I run the old boy off. As I turn back around, I see my boys kind of letting him go. So he walking off, right? He's walking, and the last minute, he do a little side kick.
Yeah, he do a little karate kick.
No, you didn't see that one. It's off camera.
Okay.
He throw a side kick. Boom. He keeps trying to kick my old man coach.
Shit.
So I'm like, oh yeah. I start breaking over there real quick, oh yeah. And I'm gonna do a super punch, and I realize, shit. He broke out with a little dragon kick at the last minute. Oh fuck. I tried to, and he's gonna kick me dead, so I turn, poop. Bing, catch him real quick,
That was a good
wild,
clean crunch. It was wild. But okay, so
Well, here's my question. I'm like the opposite of Helwani. I don't want to start stuff with people. Is it buried or is it on site with Arman?
I never had no issue.
Yeah, so
I'm just finishing shit.
you punked him. It's buried. You're done with him. You punked him and his entire crew.
This shit. I just play like a mirror, I'm just a mirror. And
Match your energy.
yeah, match your
exactly.
energy.
We could be cool, or we could not be cool. It's whatever you gentlemen want.
but
I will
think
say though, me and you were both 55ers coming up together, and like we said, we kind of had a moment one time where we thought, we'd maybe fight each other, and kind of was like, hey, what's up, But I feel like you're fucking cool as shit, bro, and it was all respect.
I think that he got a little offended, but I also think he wanted to do a moment. Why did that camera? Why did that
Wanted
camera?
to get viral.
Oh,
So
yeah.
they tried to do
wanted
a
to poke you a
viral
little bit,
moment and get some type of buzz
and then
like
maybe
that.
hopefully fight you later on,
Try to get off my name.
Yeah,
Try and cash in on what you've been doing.
Yeah. Cash off the hype, and it went totally bad for him. For the most part, everybody's like, He looked stupid. Why did he
Yeah,
run
it
through with
didn't look
7
good.
people to run one guy, you know?
That was one thing that Mike Perry kept on saying with that bare knuckle. He's like, everybody wants to fight him. But he's like, what are these people bringing to me? Like, I need another name. Like, I'm
Need
sure
somebody
you
who can match my hype so that we can build each other instead of me just keep bringing people up.
Yeah.
Like you and
we don't know
Ferguson was
nobody
a
over
great
there from where Mike Perry is. He's fighting like that. Mike Perry's bringing those names, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Same with you. Like, when you're fighting, like, you know, this Jay Lynn, you kind of gave him a I mean, Jay Lynn's like, he's getting up there, but like, you know, you're kind of like the big name on that. The Tony Ferguson one, you both are. That was a really good one.
So here's my question on the Jalen fight, right? It was your most recent, when was it, like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I've been so busy with other shit.
Before that, though, so during the fight, here's the thing is, for me, when I'm doing any sport, I'm a huge shit talker. In fact, I'll talk a bunch of shit to Ramsey before we train so that he'll go even
during
harder.
we're training
So
and after.
During it, though, you were almost like, I don't know if showboating is the right word, but you'd wipe off everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think something like that caught you, or do you think it had nothing to do with it?
You know what? A couple people told me that, you know, like, you would, like, the casual fan telling me you were showboating, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, I get what they mean. I get it.
Well, I love it, but are you worried that it caught you?
That it cost you.
Yeah.
You know? This shit's a fucking ride, bro. And on this ride, we're fucking surfing, right?
Yeah.
And you could be on the wave, and you could look like a little bitch, and you're like,
Or get some style
or
points.
you could be fucking out there holding your
Steering on
nuts
the
and
nose.
just like, you know, like, what the fuck way do you want to do it?
Yeah,
You know?
hell yeah.
Which way are you going to do it?
He's
Yeah,
gonna
you want the
cry,
style
bro.
points?
He's gonna
No,
cry.
I ain't crying, dude. I'm him.
You're such a bitch, bro. You would cry day
You know?
one, man.
And so, which way you going to do it? To me, it's like,
Let the nuts hang out.
yeah, I look at it like, you ever watch Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, my fighting style is kind of similar to like a Dragon Ball Z type of thing where we're gonna, you don't see people fighting with their hands down, you don't see people doing this, you don't see people talking, you don't see so much people doing all these different elements of fighting. And these are different mental battles. There's a lot of things that were happening in there. And people were saying about like, hey, did you cost yourself? No, it was actually part of the game plan. I just didn't get it to run out as properly as possible. You know, if I felt like I had a little bit more time, I pressed a little bit too soon, where I need to take a little more pop off his hands.
Yeah.
And it was short notice. I mean,
Yeah.
do you feel like that, if you had had more time, it would have been no problem for you?
Of
or
course,
would
I
it-
got like just adjusting to his range. I didn't have
Long,
guys
he's
that
long.
long to
Yeah, that's a
to
hard
adjust to, you know. And so I had to then make the adjustments fast enough. You know,
Yeah.
that's really it.
I lost to a tall, rangy guy that I should have beat, but sometimes you get in there and it's like, what the fuck? Like,
He's
how
getting
long?
me, I'm this far. and
Yeah,
he's getting
it
me-
kind of throws you off.
You
and
don't
then
know,
they're like,
just like,
weirdly
like
strong.
this reaching. He's reaching like this. you know?
Yeah.
He looks like Jar Jar
Getting down there.
Binks out there. He's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's like, did you ever play Street Fighter, the
Yeah,
Indian
yeah,
guy who
yeah,
can- who can shoot a super arm?
Vega.
Hostile.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I love Street Fighter, bro. Who would you be as Street Fighter? The
Either
Brazilian
Blanca.
guy? Yeah.
I'd be Blanca.
Blanco's hard. Blanco's hard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Blanca.
I'd be
Or
Ken.
I'd be Ryu, of course.
Ken?
Yeah.
Right.
Ken was always the better brother.
I would want. What's the evil guy? I would want to be him.
No,
you know?
you'd be
Bison
Yeah, Bison. Yeah,
Okay.
you'd be the girl.
or Kuma.
Yeah.
Kuma's hard.
Chun
too.
Li.
yeah. Chung Li. Yeah, I'd be Chung Li.
So here's my question for both of you guys. For me, like, how much of it do you take personal after a loss? Right? So when you have been beaten by somebody and then you see them get their ass whipped, are you like, oh hell, like you
I
fought
want you to
Dustin,
go first.
like you fought Dustin,
Me, I always want people I lost to win, you know?
Because then it makes
I'm
you
Makes you look
Yeah.
better. It makes you look
Yeah,
better.
and like, you know, like one of my big losses, like Tony, everyone knows is like, how was it losing to Tony? I'm like,
Wait, it's Tony.
fuck Tony, bro. Yeah, he's a fucking beast. You know what I mean? So
But I feel like you're talking about that person. What more? How do you feel? Like, how do you take it?
dude, when I don't take it well.
Are you the emotional guy, or are you the guy that has to be left alone, or you're a guy that's like looking at the better side of the leaf?
See, like when I lose, I mean, I am hard on myself. Like I would be really hard and be like, I don't know, my wit would probably be the better one to tell you. But yeah, I'm fucking an asshole after I lose. I fucking hate it. I don't lose well. And, but like I've gotten better at it. I think a lot older I've gotten, you know what I mean? But like, I don't know, like when I was wrestling, I guess like, I'm sure you're a really good wrestler and you don't lose that much. And so it's kind of like a very,
You wrestle too, right?
yeah, wrestled all through.
Yeah. How'd you do it in wrestling?
Really good. Yeah, I was like wrestled all through my high school.
No, but I'm saying how'd you do with a loss?
Not good. And that was my biggest problem as my wrestler because I have too much
Yeah,
pressure
I was
on
gonna go
myself.
there. So
Yeah.
and then I'll fuck around and fucking cry. You know?
Yeah, I cried
Oh,
too,
okay,
bro.
keep it G, keep it G. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
I'll fuck around and cry. Be like,
I'm an
trying to hold it
asshole.
in and shit.
Yeah.
On the bus home and just like, little tear come out. You
I've
know?
always quit after I'm done. I've retired after every time I lose. I'm like, I'm done.
Oh yeah,
I'm done with this shit. Fuck
I
this
quit a
shit.
bunch of times.
Yeah.
Bro, I used to get third place, throw the third place out.
Me too. I'm like throwing the garbage.
It's a fucking penny.
You know,
you know?
now that you guys both told me you cried, I actually feel a lot more confident about whooping your guys' ass.
Yeah, I'll make you cry.
Daniel Cormier said it best. He's like, it's supposed to hurt if you really tried.
Yeah, I mean, I cried
Really
after I lost
tried?
to Tony.
You know what I mean? If you really tried, it's supposed to hurt. And I used to feel like that as like I was growing up, like I cried as in wrestling. But then like Ish used to bother me when I was fighting early. But like you said, as I got older, now I'm like, it's a football game for one, two. It's in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing that happens in the past I'm ever worried about.
Yeah.
If it happened in the past, it's behind us, and fuck I'm looking backwards for. You know.
That's what I keep telling
I
the
need to
judge.
focus. You know.
I was like, dude, judge, what are you talking about? That was in the past.
I don't, you know, there's nothing you can change. Like, for instance, you've had some fights that guarantee you that shit happened in your fight.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but at the end of the day, all they see is win and loss.
And same with like shit happens before the fight.
Yeah,
The weight cut
yeah,
went bad.
yeah, yep.
You know what I mean?
And all they see is the wins and losses.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I don't worry about any of that because it's in the past. I just worry about the next step. The next step. Keep it going.
What's your next one? Do you want to just book again soon? Or are you like kind of looking to take some time or
Man,
haven't thought about it?
This guy can't take time.
I haven't thought about it. You know, I have other goals outside of fighting that I'm doing. That I got some other skills. And I'm like, I want to see if I can work these skills for a second.
Like for what? Like what? I don't want to.
I would.
Keeping it low key. Keeping it low key.
An open book about everything except for a couple of things.
The thing is, real G's move in silence like lasagna. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Real
real
G's can say, you know, I don't talk about my skills yet until they write. You know?
Yeah, I get it.
right.
Dude. You know, that was like one of the things is like, you're kind of, how old are you right now? 30,
Yeah, I'm 37.
37. I'm 35 too. So like, as I was kind of like getting there, you're kind of like, all right, what the fuck am I going to do? Or did you already know like, I'm gonna fight and do this?
Fuck no, bro. I expect that I'm gonna go be a normal guy after this. You know,
Yeah.
like I just go be a normal guy. I'll go back to work in warehouses. What I did before I started fighting. I go back to a warehouse and be like, hey, like, what's up, guys? Like, I don't
But you
know.
can't now because you've made all this money. You'd be like, someone offers you a warehouse wage. You're like, I
Bro,
ain't doing that shit.
Bro, stop.
Right?
Okay. First of all, tell it to every celebrity who had millions of dollars, and you would think like they would never be broke. We don't make a fraction of what they make, so how could I not expect to have the same results as
Dude,
millions of
that's the right
Americans?
mentality. It's like you hope for peace but prepare for war. You're always setting up for the next one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so that's where my mindset is. Is like I look at it like, hey, you gonna go back to being a normal person, and what is it gonna be like for you? Where you can still like.
Do you
not
think
let
you
shit
could go
get to
back
you.
to normal? I mean, it's kind of hard.
Yeah,
Like,
but, I mean, that's how it is. Like for me, I own a business, and I think to myself all the time, is like I was broke as shit. I mean, I had a 28% interest loan on my truck tires, right? I mean, I was effed, and I think to myself all the time, this could all go away tomorrow. So what's my parlay? How do I take this time and let me jump to the next one? You know what I mean? Is that a lot of how you think?
Kind of. I say more so just like I always never focus on the past, just keep going to the next thing, putting myself in this position where because if you don't on too much of the past stuff, like with this fight, I can think about this and how I feel about all of that. Or I can go back to the drawing board, do more stuff, get more prepared, be more, ready. And that's all you can expect at the end of the day. And two, you know this better than I do. Fighting is just a matter of inches, what they say it is, a matter of inches, Sometimes, it was just that, I was almost there first, but he got there second before me. It's milliseconds,
milliseconds.
Yeah. And I just understand skills, and I'll prove it time and time again. I can go back and do it again and improve. The skills at the end of the day are what's going to save you. I just got a little caught here. That's not too much of a big deal. This is going to happen in our sport. And I'll go back and show, all right, now I can make a miss again. Make a this and do this. And it's just part of our skills.
You should open your own business, and it should be a theme park where you have a ton of roller coasters.
Yeah. And like the ones you hate the most are the best ones, Because like I mean, it's wild. Like I feel I mean, fighting is a roller coaster. That's a great analogy. It's a ride. And then the day I like got off the ride, I was like, holy shit, that was a crazy ride, you know? And I don't feel like I ever appreciated it until I was like looking back from a
That's what they all say. They all say that shit. Like, right now it ain't fun.
Yeah.
When you're doing the story, you know, everybody's like, it looks real fun. It was real cool. Yeah, I made it look that way, but this motherfucker ain't fun.
Yeah.
And until you get on, like, I don't know how to say it, but like I would probably say like two sides of the fence.
Yeah.
So on this side of the fence is I'm the athlete. And all you're thinking about is, man, I wish I could smoke a blunt right now. And all the food I can't eat, you know?
Yeah.
And all the free time I'll have, you know? But once I get on this side of the fence, I'm like, man, I'm such a fat ass. You know? And man, I'm so high and
lazy.
I just need to be more in my shit and be more focused and having something in front of me. And so it's a weird fucking thing.
I always tell people I miss the nerves. Like when I used to be the fighter, I hated that spot. You know, like you're sitting in the back and you're like,
that's the worst part about it.
Yeah, but honestly, I miss that the most.
Yeah?
Because you don't fucking feel that
Made you
unless
feel
you're in a
alive.
fight.
What'd you say?
It made you feel alive.
There we go. Say it again.
Yeah,
Make you feel alive.
It ain't nothing like that feeling, bro. And it's not a good feeling. Okay?
No,
it's not a good feeling. You know? Like people think we're fucking like adrenaline coke crackheads or some shit like
We are.
I just beat me, you know? It's like
Yeah.
don't shove me in here. Oh, fucking, I guess so, you know?
It's like when they're like locking you in. I always joke. I'm like looking over, you're like, oh fuck, I'm locked in this bitch. Like,
Yeah.
And then this guy's across from you, like, all
They
right,
think we like this shit. Like
Yeah.
we're fucking psychos and like,
Yeah.
I just like to get hit every once in a
But
while.
you do like it. That's why you're doing it. And once you're
No,
out of it, you're gonna be
fuck
like,
no.
That's what I was saying. I used to say the same thing. Now I'm out of it. I'm like, fuck, I really kind of like want to get hit every once in a while, you know?
I like the art of it. I like the art of it.
theory
The fact
behind
that I could be in front of somebody and be like, oh, no, I saw you. I knew you were going to do that. Oh, no, I know I was going to get you, you know, and the art
chess
part of
match.
it, you know?
Wait, what's your
Yeah, it's a chess
favorite
match.
fight you've ever been in?
Of mine?
Yeah, like that you've been in. Or one of them.
Man.
When he beat the world's greatest real estate agent, Ally Quinta.
No, bro, like, all my fights are different. Like, for me, I don't even know if I have a favorite. They're all different in different ways. Some fights are like this about this fight. Some fights are like this, you know?
Do you like want like the war though? Or are you kind of like, I just want to go out and knock someone out, call it a day, take my check? Or do you like, I kind of want to bleed a little bit?
I don't control any of that. I don't think about any of that. I think about as long as it's a great performance.
Just want to fight your best fight.
Yeah.
As long as it's a great performance that, like, hey, like, I don't know about you, but for me, I look like kind of like a rapper.
Yeah.
And so I feel like I drop a classic. I mean, like a classic
Make
album.
him remember.
Yeah.
From the next, not just one round where like you dropped one song and it's like a good single. Like no, for the 3 rounds they were fucking going at it.
It's like-
a full classic.
And
you
that's
know?
actually like kind of interesting because everyone would always say, we were talking about earlier, oh, Ramsey, why don't we just go out and wrestle the guy down? You're always like, same with you. Like, you're a great wrestler, Bobby. Why don't you go wrestle the dude? And you're like, because I want each fight to be its own stamp. You know what I mean? I feel like
The thing is, it's like
weird to think.
not to cut you off there, Ramsey, I apologize. It's like that quote that says, "Man dies 2 deaths," right? One when they put you in the ground, and one when the last person ever speaks your name. But every time you go out there and put on this legendary performance, they'll speak your name forever. Right?
Yeah.
Legends never die.
I mean, one of my favorite performances, like when I fought Darush, and then everyone always still talks about that. You know what I mean? And then one of
That's a
my
dope
worst
fight.
performances, everyone always talks about that. And so it's kind of like,
And you're on both ends of it.
Yeah.
Like, I always wonder, like, when am I going to be on the end of it where you're like, oh, shit, that was you.
Yeah.
On the floor, you hit the canvas, you know?
Yeah.
You stay here long enough, that's going to happen, you know? You got to be okay
Always.
and already put that in your head, you know?
So we
That's what come with this shit.
Bob, this has been incredibly fun. We got to wrap it here. What's your pick this weekend? We got Leon Colby. Who's going to take it? And how's it going to happen?
Man. Sheesh. I think skill-wise, I would give it to Leon standing. But
Colby's a
the pace-
dog, though.
The pace and I'm gonna go Leon.
Leon, good. 'Cause we put a lot of money on
yeah,
Leon.
we
so
put
we're
on,
hoping
thank
to do-
you. You're going to say
Yeah.
Colby. We're
We're
all
like, oh, shit, we're going to catch him back
Don't
in.
get me wrong. Kobe just can't hurt nobody though.
Yeah.
Like, he don't hurt you with his punches.
Yeah.
And so he'll pepper you, he'll come at you and pepper you. But Leon got the shot to put you down, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, King, this has been incredibly fun. We appreciate the hell. You've been philosophical as hell. We're walking around with a lot of this, but thank you, man. We really appreciate your star.
Thank you so much. Thank y'all for having me.
Thanks, guys, for tuning in to see King Bobby Green. We've really enjoyed you on the Coach and the Casual. Tune in all week. We've got some really fun ones coming. Thanks for tuning into the Coach and the Casual. Make sure to subscribe on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify, and share it with your friends. Thanks again.